Welcome to a journey back in time, to the era of William Shakespeare and his timeless love tragedy, Romeo and Juliet. This heart-rending story of star-crossed lovers was conceived in the heady days of the late 16th century. It's a tale that has been told and retold, echoing through the corridors of time, with each generation adding its own unique interpretation. The play has been brought to life on stage and screen by countless productions, from the traditional to the avant-garde. Names like Laurence Olivier, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Claire Danes are forever etched in our minds, having breathed life into the characters of Romeo and Juliet. Famous renditions include Franco Zeffirelli's classic 1968 film and Baz Luhrmann's modernized 1996 version, each capturing the essence of the tale in their own distinctive way. These productions and performances have served to keep the tragic tale of Romeo and Juliet alive and relevant in the public consciousness. With that rich history in mind, we now delve into the heart of Shakespeare's work, the language and structure. To fully appreciate Romeo and Juliet, one must first understand the unique language and style of Shakespeare. The bard's work is rich with metaphors, puns, and wordplay, and is written predominantly in a rhythm known as iambic pentameter. This rhythmic pattern, with 5 pairs of unstressed and stressed syllables, makes the lines flow like a heartbeat, giving them a musical quality. Shakespeare's works also vary in form. There's the sonnet, a 14-line poem with a specific rhyme scheme, used often by Shakespeare to explore themes of love and beauty. Romeo and Juliet, however, is a full play, a grand narrative told through dialogue and action. Yet Shakespeare's sonnet style is cleverly woven into the play, as seen in the romantic exchanges between Romeo and Juliet. Understanding this interplay of language, rhythm, and form is key to unlocking the beauty of Shakespeare's work. Armed with this understanding, we can now journey into the world of Verona, where our tragic love story unfolds. Welcome to Verona, the backdrop of our tale, where 2 households, both alike in dignity, lay the stage for our star-crossed lovers. Our journey begins with a brawl between the servants of the feuding noble families, the Capulets and the Montagues. Amidst the chaos, we are introduced to Romeo, a Montague, mooning over his unrequited love for Rosaline. However, fate has something else in store for him. At the Capulets' masked ball, Romeo, disguised, falls head over heels in love with Juliet, not knowing she's a Capulet. It's love at first sight, and they share a passionate conversation. Or, as Shakespeare would put it, they do exchange thy love's faithful vow for mine. Then comes the famous balcony scene where Juliet, unaware of Romeo's presence, professes her love for him. Overhearing this, Romeo steps forward and declares his feelings, leading Juliet to famously ask, "O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?" Their love, however, is a forbidden one, and they decide to secretly marry with the help of Friar Lawrence. Their bliss is short-lived as Tybalt, Juliet's cousin, challenges Romeo to a duel. Romeo refuses, but his friend Mercutio accepts the challenge on his behalf and is mortally wounded. In a fit of rage, Romeo kills Tybalt and is banished from Verona. In the tomb of the Capulets, we witness the tragic end of our young lovers. The final act of Romeo and Juliet is a masterclass in dramatic irony. The audience knows Juliet's death is a ruse, but Romeo, in his despair, believes it to be real. His love for Juliet is so profound, so absolute, that he cannot envision a life without her. Thus, he drinks a fatal poison, choosing to join her in death rather than live without her love. Juliet awakens only to find Romeo lifeless. In her grief, she also chooses death over life without her beloved. The young lovers' ultimate sacrifice is a testament to their profound love for each other, a love so powerful that they would rather die than live apart. This poignant scene underscores the tragic cost of the feud between the Capulets and Montagues, and thus, with their untimely deaths, Romeo and Juliet seal their love with a kiss, leaving us with a timeless story of love, sacrifice, and the consequences of hatred.